Hi there, Drumheller community. Pastor Michael Fletcher from Fellowship Baptist Church. As we continue on these videos to assist our community through the Drumheller Christian Ministerial, I thank you for the opportunity to share. I'm going to share a little story. It's actually a story written by the brothers Grimm called The Old Man and His Grandson. There was once a very old man whose eyes had become dim, his ears dull of hearing, his knees trembled, and when he sat at table, he could hardly hold the spoon. It spilled the broth upon the tablecloth or let it run out of his mouth. His son and his son's wife were disgusted at this. So the old grandfather at last had to sit in a corner behind the stove, and they gave him his food in an earthenware bowl, and not even enough of it. And he used to look towards the table with his eyes full of tears. Once, too, his trembling hands could not hold the bowl, and it fell to the ground and broke. The young wife scolded him, but he said nothing and only sighed. Then they brought him a wooden bowl for a few halfpence, out of which he had to eat. There were one sitting thus when the little grandson of 4 years old began to gather together some bits of wood upon the ground. "What are you doing there?" asked the father. "I'm making a little trough," answered the child, "for father and mother to eat out of when they are old and when I am big." The man and his wife looked at each other for a while and presently began to cry. Then they took the old grandfather to the table and henceforth always let him eat with them, and likewise said nothing if he did spill a little of anything. There's so many morals in this story, but one that is unmistakable is the premise of what most people call the golden rule. It's actually found in a statement by Jesus in Matthew 7, verse 12. It says simply, "Do to others what you would have them do to you." We are in a state of challenge right now, of stress, of anxiety, of strain. And when we find ourselves in this, we do react in different ways. And one way is we become sharp with each other. I've experienced that myself, overwhelmed with certain things that I just can't function, and I get a little snippy with those that I love. And yet Matthew 7, verse 12, Jesus says, "Do to others what you would have them do to you." So the grace that we want to receive from others is the same grace that we need to extend to others. And especially in this time when there is high stress and there is thoughts going on our heads. If we focus on doing well for others as we want to be done to, I believe this will help us. It extends out to family, our spouses, definitely husbands and wives, and that example can also be shown to our children, especially when they're in the house a lot right now for some of us. To our friends, to our neighbors, do to others what you would have them do to you. Of course, the greatest example of this is truly the one who said these words, Jesus himself, who modeled a life for us, who showed us how to do to others what you would have them do to you. Hope this is encouragement and a blessing to you. Do take care and continue on being the example to our town, to others in our community, whereby we social distance, we wash our hands, and we look after each other. Take care.